All right, let's keep it rolling. Let's bring up your next comedian. It's a friend of mine, Mr. James Hollingsworth.
That's the music I get? Okay. That was how appropriate. Okay, yes, sir. Okay. Well, thank you, Joe, for that bald-on-bald violence to start off my set with. That was great. Hey, how are we doing tonight? Everyone drinking? That's fantastic. I don't like to drink myself because I don't like the taste or having friends, so it's nice that we can still find a way to get along, you know? Let's see here. So, my roommate, she says I mansplain too much. And I think that's unfair, because like women have this phrase for when men over-explain things, but we guys, we don't have a phrase for when women do the opposite, which is not explain obvious things to me, and then get mad at me when I don't understand the concept. I'll give you an example. Like, did you know that you could start a fire if you don't clean out the lint trap? Well, I didn't know that. And if she had just decided to explain that to me, we wouldn't have had a problem, and she would still have a cat. No surprise here, she also says I'm not very empathetic. You don't know what empathy is? It's kind of like being psychic, but with feelings. But get this, her idea of being a good person means that when she feels bad, me and everyone else, we're also supposed to feel bad for her. That sounds ridiculous, right? Like, if you're feeling bad, the goal shouldn't be to drag everyone else down here with you, right? We should be working on getting you up here with me at Neutral, where we both don't care about your dead cat. Who's with me? Hell yeah! Fuck empathy. All right. Anyone drive a pickup truck in here? Any pickup truck drivers? Come on, we're in Polk County, right? Yeah, we got one. Awesome. Yeah, you guys kind of scared me a little. Y'all drive like you know you're gonna survive whatever car accident you cause. It's like if I'm coming up on a merge lane in my bitch-ass Kia Soul, and I see a truck 2 lights back, I just swerve off into the trees. I'm safer that way. If you hit me, the only thing that's gonna happen is you're gonna pull over, throw my car in the back of yours, and then I just disappear. And Joe's right, no one's gonna look for a bald white guy. I shouldn't be too mean to pickup truck drivers though, because pickup truck drivers will actually help you out if you have a problem, right? Like if I'm in a ditch and I call a pickup truck driver friend, they can tow me out. If I need help moving, pickup truck drivers there in the morning helping me move boxes. You know what happens if I call my left-wing friends to help me move? They just show up that morning and immediately unionize. It's bullshit. That said, I do get a little annoyed at pickup truck drivers these days, because it's like, it used to be like, trucks used to be used to work on stuff and haul things, and now the only thing they haul is like a person's entire political identity. You know? You get cut off by a truck, it's got like 2 Confederate flags in the back, it's got like a bunch of InfoWar bumper stickers. Sometimes I'll agree with one of the bumper stickers, like I used to be a big Second Amendment guy. Then one of these trucks cut me off and I had to give all my guns away to Goodwill because I'm spiteful. Some people say, I don't think Goodwill accepts guns. No, if you show up anywhere with a bunch of guns and say you're taking those guns, they'll take the guns from you. Because the alternative is they leave you with the guns and now we have a problem. Okay, so that was fun. Trucks aren't the worst thing on the road though. Like, anyone drive a sports car in here? Come on, admit it. Admit it. Who's the coward? There we go. Fuck you. That man over there has never helped anyone to the airport. He literally spent more money on a car just to exclude people. Right? You go up to him and say, hey, can you give me a ride to the airport? He's just going to be like, I'm sorry, we can't fit your luggage in my trunk. That's where I keep all my condoms. Fuck you. Fuck you and your good life. I don't like sandhill cranes, right? Fuck sandhill cranes. Every time you're, okay, mixed reactions. Oh, some of them don't don't live in a neighborhood where sandhill cranes are just always crossing the street. Fuck you, you privileged asshole. You don't know what it's like. I have to go to work, and this trio of sandhill cranes decides, no, you're gonna starve, and your boss is gonna hate you, and you're gonna get fired. They know they're endangered, okay? They're playing games with us. If I hit any other animal on the road trying to drive to work so I don't starve to death, sir, I can just keep driving. If it's a sandhill crane, it's an ordeal. Now I have to hide the body. It's a big ass bird. They're hefty. You gotta throw them in the trunk before the police arrive.
That's why I have a pickup truck.
Yeah, there you go. Pickup truck is, they found a solution around the sandhill crane. Man, how many sandhill cranes do you think you can fit in a pickup truck, you know? I'm coming around to the pickup truck, you know, now that it's like against the sandhill cranes. Maybe we could get like one of those pickup trucks that they have like in the Middle East with a big machine gun on the back. You know, just like gun down the sandhill cranes. It's fucked up. They're assholes, sir. They're awful. And they come in threes. They don't just leave either, right? They could fly away after you hit the dad, but then the mom's just there all like, fuck you, lady. You got the one weird baby sandhill crane. He's into technology. He's like recording you for YouTube, trying to get you canceled. At least I think that one was a sandhill crane. It was very dark when I hit that first sandhill crane. And the last one was kind of heavier than the other two and spoke a lot more Spanish, so I'm not entirely sure. It's best if we just move on. So my family, they argue politics a lot. So when we're watching the Super Bowl, and like, you know, what is it, the Kansas City Chiefs or whatever, yeah, they were the team. Yeah, they were all in that argument whether or not it's okay to have like Native American tribes named after football teams, right? How do you guys feel about that? Because I was on team, that's not really offensive, right? Who's with me? Yeah! These loud people are the minority, but I love you, thank you. Because like a football team is like a celebration, right? It's a fun thing. You know? We're just playing a game here. That should be okay. Meanwhile, we sort of just let the U.S. Army get away with naming things after, you know, Native American tribes, like Tomahawk missiles, Apache helicopters. And they were kind of the guys who killed all of them. So I feel like the football team should get a fucking break, right? Some of you aren't with me. Some of you are thinking, no, that's stupid. But just imagine this. Imagine if, like, the modern German army came out with a new tank and they called it a Hasidic. Yeah, we get how fucked up that would be, right? One of the things my family was also arguing about recently, abortion. I hate the abortion debate, right? Because we already know our sides, you know. We have just cliches we're throwing at each other at this point. Like, it's my body, my choice, or it's a child, not a choice. The argument is played out. But this time my uncle came over for dinner, and he threw a curveball at everyone. He was like, oh yeah? Well, what about conjoined twins, huh? Can a conjoined twin murder their other twin because that's their body? Yeah, that's a weird noise. Like, yeah, I don't know if that's a good argument, but it was a hell of a lot more interesting to engage with, right? That was like a fucking riddle. I said yes. I think it's okay, right? Because what are you supposed to do if like two conjoined twins start fighting? You can't just run over there and be like, hey, break it up, you two. You know, we're kind of stuck with the stronger of the two, and we just have to hope he's gonna live a good life now. Plus, I think it's unfair, right? Because if I murder someone in the parking lot tonight, I have a shot at getting away with it. What about them? No chance. If you murder someone else, you always have a witness against you. If you murder them, how's that interrogation gonna go down? Excuse me, sir, when did you first realize your brother was dead? My brother's dead? This is the first I'm hearing of this. Sir, he's right there where your arm should be. Who, that? I've never seen that man before in my life. I don't even think he's dead. I think he's just sleeping. Look, he's waving. He's waving. There he goes. All right, so that was fun for 3 of you. And I'm happy to be there for 3 of you. Everyone else has a conjoined twin relative. And that's a fantastic fact to learn today. mad at me for telling abortion jokes. He was like, James, there's nothing funny about abortion. My daughter just had an abortion. And I was like, oh man, I'm so sorry. That must have been really hard on you. He was like, it was. It was like $747 hard on you. What are these sound effects? That joke actually landed. What are you doing to me? I'm struggling enough on my own, sir. Let's hear. I swear there's more to that abortion joke. But I guess we'll move on. LJ. Forgot his name as I was getting mad at him. You ever get so flustered at someone you forget their name and now you're the bad guy? That's bullshit. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, another thing my family was arguing about? Demographic collapse. Anyone familiar with it?
Yeah!
That one guy! This is the joke for you! So my brother-in-law was arguing about like climate change and how we need to control the world's population so we don't burn down the planet. But my dad was concerned about something called demographic collapse, which is the idea that if you have too many old people retiring and not enough young people in that society to replace them in the workforce, then there's not enough people to maintain your society and everything falls to shit. Now, me as a moderate, I heard both those arguments and I thought, well, what if we just kill all the old people? Yeah, I got a similar reaction from the Thanksgiving table I was sitting at. Because like I were just saying things like, James, that's terrible, that's an awful thing to think. But none of them were telling me it wouldn't work. It's very telling. You have to be strong enough to make the choices the planet needs. Okay, I got weird for some people. I like this table. You guys have no morals, and it's really working to my advantage. If the rest of you can stop believing in stuff for just a moment, I swear this would be a lot funnier a set for you. Let's see. So I was on a dating site and I was swiping through when I came across this beautiful woman with a bunch of tattoos. And she would have been perfect too, if it wasn't for like the tiniest of swastika tattoos. Yeah, you know how like you'll come across a perfect 10, but then she'll have a swastika tattoo, and it drops her all the way down to a 7? For some people, only as low as a 9. That was the dad joke for the people that don't like swastika tattoos. But no, I thought about it. It was weird because she wasn't white, right? So I thought, okay, maybe this is like a Buddhist swastika or a Hindu swastika, Because that symbol actually means different things in different parts of the world. And when I looked closer, it turned out to be a Charles Manson tattoo. So, not exactly the religion I was hoping for, right? So my roommate, she recently broke up with her boyfriend because she found out that he was cheating on her with 5 different women. Yeah. And now he's stalking her. Which is kind of ridiculous, right? Because the whole charm of having a stalker is that they only have eyes for you. Right? This is like all the dangers of a normal stalker with none of the respect. Like ladies, if I'm stalking you, you're my one and only, okay? You're gonna get notes of affirmation found in your purse or possibly written on the fog of your bathroom mirrors as you're showering. You're gonna get fantastic shots of you in public while you're eating, while you're shopping, you're not looking at the camera. If you've ever seen a girl's Instagram and it looks like she's just out and about and there's this wonderful photo of her, that's not because she planned that. That's because she has a stalker who cares. But this guy, he could just be like following other women on the side, this scoundrel. Like, ladies, imagine, you're in the parking lot tonight. You're walking through, some guy jumps out from behind you, grabs you, drags you to his car, and then when you get there, there's already some other woman tied up in the back seat. Okay, so that was not really that was dead silence. Are the women just thinking, oh good, I have a friend? Misery loves company. I'm so glad I'm not dealing with this alone. Yeah, but we should have known he was like a bad guy from the start, right? Because he was always really confident when he talked to women. And I feel like the only reason people are really confident when they like talk to the opposite sex is because they know they're going to be the crazy one in that relationship. That's why I think we should all be tentatively afraid when we approach. Like ladies, if you're talking to a guy and he seems like a nice guy, you know, you still got to keep it in the back of your head that he might try to say something. Like, fuck, I fucked up that joke. You might have to keep it in the back of your head that he might try to like physically harm you one day. And guys, if you're talking to a girl and she seems kind of nice, you still have to keep it in the back of your head that she might try to say something that'll cause you to physically harm her one day. See how the wording of that joke is so important? Fuck. I want to blame LJ's sound effects for that one, but then he started doing his fucking job right. God damn it. Hey, you've all been great. My name is James Hollingsworth. If you like my set, I sell some bumper stickers at the end of the show. Give it up for Joe.
If anybody needs to be walked to their car later, just let me know. I love you all. I mean, you'll feel safe. You can obviously outrun me, so.
All right, you guys have been so wonderful that the producer of the show has decided he wants to grace us with his presence. And let's see how that goes. Let's welcome to the stage, LJ Brock.